What's up, guys? So you've been thinking about moving to Liberty Hill. You've done some research, you've checked out some of the areas, and now you might be wondering, what would it be like on a daily basis if I was living in Liberty Hill? Well, in this video, we're going to show you exactly what that's like. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Wayne, this is Jay. We're the Brandis Properties Group. We're both licensed agents here in the state of Texas, and we love making these videos for you guys, but what we love more is for you to reach out. Numbers should be popping up here pretty shortly. If not, it's in the description below. We're the guys that answer your calls, texts, emails, days, nights, weekends, so feel free to reach out.
Yeah, guys, reach out and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little thumbs up if you like the video. If you find the video useful, it helps us get this video in front of more people that it could help. And while you're at it, why don't you hit that little notification bell so you'll be notified when we release our next video. And since I don't have a little fancy animation for you, I'm gonna go ding, 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 hit that notification, ding, ding, ding. All right, guys, now that I'm done being whatever you wanna call it, let's get this thing going. All right, guys, so is Liberty Hill for you? Let's take a look. Let's find out. Today, we drove around at different times of day. We recorded what the road conditions were like. You know, Wayne got some footage coming in from South Austin area. He came in from Kyle today about midday, almost lunchtime, and he recorded some footage on 183 to show what's going on over there. I took my son to school this morning, left the house at about 7:05 and recorded some footage on 183 as well. And I also recorded some footage on Highway 29, and you'll get a chance to see that. You'll hear a lot of people, you probably won't hear it, but a lot of people in our community groups in Liberty Hill, they're always complaining about the traffic in the morning, the school traffic, the school buses. I will tell you this, I'll put this disclosure out. When you see that footage on the video, I was a little bit ahead of the main part of the traffic. So I was a little bit ahead of it. If I would have waited maybe another 10 minutes, it would have looked a little bit different. Not too much different, but just a little different, okay?
But that's always with like first week of school, you know, everybody wants to take their kids.
That's true. School did just come back.
Yeah, after a week, everybody rides the bus. So
Exactly. Exactly.
Of course, it's going to slow down later, but always the first week is always hectic.
In the school district, they have their own police department, and they've done a fantastic job working with the school officials to kind of design a traffic pattern to keep things moving. And I will tell you that this year has been 10 times better than last year and the year before that. Yes, there's a line still. Yes, you do get backed up a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad as the previous years. So they're really making an effort to help improve the traffic conditions. All right, guys. Another point to help you decide if Liberty Hill's for you is we've talked about it having a small town feel. And right now it still kind of does. I mean, the school community is real tight. The neighborhood communities are pretty tight. But what you will see and what you need to determine that'll help determine if it's for you is, are you okay with growth? There's a lot of people who have lived here for a long time that absolutely do not like the growth. In fact, they are doing everything they can to prevent it. And hey, you know what? That to each their own. They moved here for a reason. And now the growth is catching up. So it's kind of a bummer for some people. I mean,
Yeah. Dude, true story. Even my dad, I was telling him the other day, like, I said Liberty Hill, and then he said, "That small town? What are you talking about?" I was like, no, it's not small anymore. Like, just from the outside perspective, he didn't know like that Liberty Hill's grown so much. He knew 10 years ago that it was nothing. It was a small town.
Exactly.
So I guess people are realizing the growth that Liberty Hill is experiencing right now. So
yeah, we get a lot of calls regarding schools. How are the schools? I always refer you all to niche.com. We check that website for ratings, and we kind of speak to the things we find on there. So schools are pretty highly sought after in Liberty Hill. The homes in Liberty Hill, you guys have seen some of our other videos where we talk about home prices and stuff like that. They're kind of level right now, so it's going to be about the same as our other videos. Still affordable housing. You can still find a house. You can still find a fairly new house for a decent price. And there are big farm and ranch properties still out there. Now, how long will those last? I don't know. It seems to me like someone will sell, they'll start developing it, and then all the people who are living in the farm and ranch that want to keep it that way, at some point they kind of decide, you know what, we don't want the growth around us, we're going to sell too, and we're going to go move on to the next town.
out.
Yeah, it's kind of like you got those folks that like to get away from the growth. I happen to be one of them, so I understand it. I never knew how much I enjoyed the space until I had it. So, of course, I do miss things like
being close to everything.
high-speed internet. I miss high-speed internet, guys. All the time I miss high-speed internet. Anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, so Liberty Hill has you have a chance to get into different property types. So if that's something for you and something you're looking for, then there's the opportunities here. If you're looking for something affordable, something newer, lots of subdivisions going up as well.
Yeah, definitely a lot of development going on. Many different price points and many different neighborhoods.
Yeah. We're out here today at the Liberty Hill City Park, and there's some soccer fields, a playscape, and pretty well kept park, guys. I mean, I don't want to say it's in the center of town, but I mean, if you wanted to come out and your kids play soccer, there's some basketball courts, so you'll definitely have some recreational activities that you can partake in if you're living in Liberty Hill. That was a mouthful. Living in Liberty Hill. All right, another point to consider for Liberty Hill. A couple years ago, I would have said this didn't really exist. But Liberty Hill kind of has a little bit of nightlife to it now. Now, it's not like bar scene where you got drunk people falling off the sidewalks and stuff. I mean, that might happen. I don't know. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. But I would say more where you can bring your kids, meet up with other families, and have a good time, have a couple drinks. Main Street Social, I've been out a couple times over the weekends, and it's jam-packed, guys. I mean, lots of people are coming out to Main Street Social, and it's a good setup and good environment. I mean, it's fun. It's right in the middle of town, so it's not too far. If you live anywhere in the city, you're not very far from it. And if that's not your jam, then you can also head down to Hell or High Water. Hell or High Water's got live music on the weekends too, and it's got
Indoor and outdoor seating, right?
yeah, indoor and outdoor seating. They got a huge back patio area that kind of slopes down where you can sit, and they have a guy out there playing guitar and singing you some tunes. But that tends to be really, really popular too. There's a new barbecue place in town. There's the wineries and the breweries that have been here. There's a new brewery opening up too, and a new winery opening up as well, all west down Highway 29. So if that's your thing, you can go out, hang out with your friends, family, have a couple whatever it is that you drink, and then, have a good time.
A nice Sunday.
Yeah. Sunday afternoons, Saturday afternoons, whatever it is, it's definitely here if that's the kind of thing you enjoy. You don't have to travel outside of Liberty Hill to get that anymore, whereas a couple years ago you did. All right. So with the growth this year, 2021, a couple of new schools have opened up in Liberty Hill. Got a brand new middle school that just opened up. They converted their old intermediate school into another elementary school, and they're going to build another high school. So when you're looking at Liberty Hill and you're thinking, okay, this is the schools they have now, just know that there are more on the way, and it's inevitable with the growth. Huge increase in student population this year. I heard it was like 800 new students or something like that to the elementary schools. So definitely a lot of growth going on, and you got to be okay with that. If you're picking Liberty Hill based off what it looks like today, no, it's going to change.
A lot of cops everywhere.
Wayne likes the cops.
Driving in. Do not speed in Liberty Hill, okay?
Yeah, don't speed in Liberty Hill.
I thought I saw one. I was like, okay. And I see 2, 3, 4, 5. And I was like, wow, they're all over the place. So just be careful if you're coming out here.
It's kind of weird that he's talking about that. Do you guys think that's weird? Comment below if you think that's a little sketch.
No.
I don't know. No, to be clear, we support our police here, and the community as a whole supports the police here. They're great. Any interaction I've ever had has been positive. I've never felt anything negative with it. And the same goes for most of the people that I know that live here. I've never heard anyone complain about the police department here. Maybe a few here and there, but those are usually like online.
Yeah.
Who knows?
You always have those. But
yeah.
It is what it is.
But as a whole, the community is very supportive of the police department. If that's important to you guys, which could be nowadays, just know that that's how it is here.
That's good, because coming from you that you actually have lived here for the past 7?
Yeah, it's been about
past 7 years. So you've seen like the development, how busy it's gotten, or how busy it will get.
Yeah,
busier. And it's crazy just how you see things just pop up, right, left, one by one, and next thing you know, the whole town is almost built out.
Yep.
Or the city.
Yeah, exactly. The new grocery store opens up this November. We're gonna have a grand opening. I heard a couple weeks ago about a Starbucks coming, and now it's up. I don't know if it's open yet, but it's
on
up.
29?
Yep, it's on 29.
Yeah, I pointed it out on the...
Perfect. Wayne showed it to you guys on the video, so if you're a Starbucks fan, Starbucks is here now. So all the things that you used to kind of have to drive out of Liberty Hill for, they're all coming or they're here. Another factor when you're deciding if Liberty Hill's for you.
Alright guys, getting into Liberty Hill now. Turning left onto Highway 29. Coming from 183 northbound. of cops out here today. Got a Starbucks to my left. Center over there on the right, Liberty Hill Middle School, right off of 29. Pretty busy for 11 a.m. Everybody's probably getting ready to get to lunch. There's a bunch of police out here. It's like the 5th cop car I've passed by. Just Liberty Hill itself.
All right, guys, to touch on the traffic thing again, in the evening time, you will get a little bit of a backup around 5 o'clock-ish. It's not horrible. It's not terrible. It's nothing like some other areas of the country. It's not like some other areas like Round
Austin.
Rock and Austin where IH-35 runs through it and it's just like bumper to bumper to bumper to bumper for days. Bumper to bumper for days.
But it gets a little jammed.
But you get a little bit of it take you a few extra minutes to get places. So if you got things to do around that time of day, just expect it and you'll get through it pretty fast. It doesn't last super long. Then there's times at night where you're driving down Highway 29, there's like no cars out. So we still have that here. Now, with the growth, that could change. With more businesses opening, that could change. But just know that if you're deciding on Liberty Hill right now, you can look forward to more peaceful evenings.
With COVID, it might change. People are going back to work in office, so people are having to start to commute instead of working from home.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to increase the traffic, and you guys are probably seeing that wherever you're at too. I mean, that's just. I remember seeing the biggest difference when it first shut down. Then it was like there was no cars on the road. It was creepy, but
kind of nice,
but Texas has been pretty adamant about keeping businesses and the economy going
open.
Here. Yeah.
Very pro-business state.
People are still taking precautions. Don't take it like we're just running around like a bunch of buffoons. Why do you laugh, bro? But
we're not stopping.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
We're being reasonable.
Yes.
I mean, if it's something that's concerning to you, then by all means, protect yourself and no one's going to question you on it. If it's something that you're not worried about and you're not worried about any of that stuff, then not really anybody's going to question you on it. At least not around here. So it's kind of a very open-minded area when it comes to that kind of stuff. You got people on both sides of the fence, but everyone treats each other with respect. Golly, sometimes I can't talk, man. Ever since Wayne stole the show on that one video and took my lines, now I find a hard time finding things to say. It's bad, guys. It's bad. Don't laugh. It's not funny.
Cut. All right, guys. hope you found this video helpful. I know it was a different style kind of video. Let us know what you think. If you want us to do more videos like these or kind of go back to our original jam. Anyways, feel free to reach out with any of your real estate needs. Call, text, email. We're the guys that answer to all of your requests. So do not hesitate to reach out whatsoever.
Yeah, guys, nights, days, weekends. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the little thumbs up if you like the video. And ding, 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 ding. Ring that little notification bell. Ring it for me, guys. Come on, don't leave me hanging. What is wrong with me today? All right, guys. Hope you found it useful. Like Wayne said, if you have any questions about Liberty Hill or anything in the area, like he said, reach out to us. We're happy to help. Remember, we got your back when you're moving to Austin, Texas. And until the next video, we'll catch you later.